Hello, it is time for more of the original Spoon. As soon as I go to the right folder on my Wii U, I've just scrolled over to boxes and boxes of nothing. But we should get Spoon. Maury, why don't you cut this part out, the loading screen, because I like the drumming, but also I need to turn it up on my end. And also my mouse is lagging. I can't turn it up. There we go. I can hear it now. Okay. Sorry about my face. You say that every day. Ah, don't I know it? I guess I didn't say it when I started the recording, but I feel like my face tracker is lagging a little bit, so sorry about my face. If it's really distracting, I guess I can put Octomori away, but I like being an Octoling. I guess I could be a fish. X's jump. That's so weird. That's so weird. So I tried to get my Wii U to connect to the internet, but I couldn't do it. It would not pull up the Wi-Fi network, even though I kept searching. It just pulls up every other network in this complex. And I tried connecting manually, did not work. Man, I'm stuck in the basic baby gear. That's disappointing. Hey, you want to see something fun though before we go to spec to single player? Over here, the amiibo box, which actually you can't see it. I don't think there's a way I can turn the camera. But the back of the box is actually rendered and it's written in Inkling text. Anyway, amiibo. So I don't know why. I have two Inkling girl amiibos. One of them is registered. The other one isn't. So let's see what happens. There we go. Amiibo. Remember these friends? Dude, let me tell you, I am so glad you called me. Okay, this is my registered one. Her name is Clementine. Say hello to Clementine. I'm picking up a fresh vibe from you. Tell me, are you a fan of charger weapons? 'Cause that's my kind of thing. Making up challenges where you gotta use the chargers. Or chargers. No, the... Are you game? Come to think of it, you've been poking around down in Octo Valley, yeah? Yep, I saw you in that rad outfit fighting those... things. It looks super fun. But you know what would be even radder? If you used a charger weapon. That's my challenge to you. Clear missions with a charger and I'll hook you up. So, this is what the amiibos do. I mentioned a little last time, but they unlock certain variants of past hero mode missions, but you have to use a specific weapon. So, Clementine, the girl, you'll use the charger. The boy will use the roller, and the squid amiibo, which I don't have, unfortunately, is a mixture of, I think, Infinite Kraken or Limited Ink. But I've never done them because I don't have the squid amiibo. I'm sorry. But why don't we try a charger mission, and then I'll, go back to the single player. I'm an amiibo scalper back in the day. If I was, I would have the squid, wouldn't I? Oh, do you think the Wii U won't connect to my Wi-Fi network because it's too modern? With the 5Gs. Wait, it's weird using a charger in Splat 1. Just because I can't store the charge. But, in some ways I felt like it was easier not being able to store the charge, because storing my charge, I'd try too hard to get fancy. So I would do, all these like, oh, I'm gonna charge up, I'm gonna swim out and then shoot someone when they're not expecting it. But then I'd jerk my shots too much, like that. This is the pro strat. If you want to get someone unexpectedly, you jerk out from cover and shoot them. But I don't know, my hands aren't steady enough, I guess. I keep trying to squid roll. I can't squid roll. Barbaric. I'm gonna get some power eggs. There are not as many power eggs back here as I thought there was. Yeah, that's sad. One egg. Yeah, I'd believe if that's why I can't get my Wii U to connect. Maybe there's a way around it, but unfortunately until I fix it or figure it out, I can't do turf. I'm sorry. I am a little curious as to what the current state of online play in this game looks like. Because Nintendo did re-enable the servers not too long ago. I don't know if it's full of hacking or not, like it was back in the day. This game is very stingy with its power eggs, isn't it? You can only do jerk derogatory shots. If you try to aim normal, you whiff forever. I need to learn to aim normal. Or, like, I need to train myself to aim normal. I don't get power eggs if I get this again, do I? I do get power eggs. That's nice. I do like the amiibos kind of give you a chance to practice with weapons outside of Turf War. Because unlike Splat 2, this is the only way to use alternate weapons in the single-player campaign. So it's not like you can freely switch between the ones that Sheldon gives you. You're just stuck with the Hero Shot replica. Not replica, sorry, the real Hero Shot. Replicas for Turf. I don't need to kill these guys, but it's fun. Money. I'll do all of these. I guess we'll see how long it takes me to beat the single player campaign. And how long it takes me to do the missions. Ugh. The real tricky thing is not moving the gamepad so much that I hit the desk. So if I miss a shot, that's definitely why. I wish I could squid roll. I wish I could squid roll. I don't care about you clowns. Goodbye. Woohoo. I like that once you get the mini Zapfish, it's just a doll. Nice. Do people say that? Nice. OMG, you really did it! Here you go. This is the reward I promised. $600 dues. Nice. I love my $600 dues. Boogie, I'm so sorry if you're here right now. I'm sorry. It is a little sad you're forced to use the basic loadouts, yeah. I can't change my bombs around either. I'm stuck just with, I mean, splat bombs are good. I guess I don't have to worry too much about seekers for movement because I have a charger. I mean, splat bombs are handy. Or not, burst bombs. Burst bombs. Those are good for quickly ascending walls. Or getting power eggs like those. This thing is so sad. Yeah, that is the thing about the Wii U gamepad, is that it is very bulky, so trying to use motion controls without whacking stuff with it is a little awkward. Like, the motion control aiming in Wind Waker is both handy and kind of cumbersome to use. Especially trying not to hit the desk here. Oh, excuse me, sir. I am coming through here. Thank you. Thank you. I need to move the gamepad. I need to move my microphone now. Because, I've mentioned before, the mute button on my microphone isn't really a button so much as it's a spot that you just have to gently caress and then it mutes. So I feel like trying to move the gamepad around, I'm gonna accidentally mute myself and I'm not gonna notice for a while, and it's gonna be awkward. Let me up. Let me up. Please. I did it. After, I'll do one more of the charger missions, and then I'll go to the regular single player. Regular singular player. Are these guys in Splat 3? Something I don't remember. These, I think they're called Octoballs. I feel like I need to turn my sensitivity up like a little bit more. Maybe only for the charger. It's not a big deal. Ew. Oh, no, they... Oh, goodbye. Good night, sweet princess. Now I need to take this. I could just ascend the wall probably, but... Don't you want to use the cannon? I hope this is interesting for folks who have never played the original Splatoon. I was gonna say Splat 2. Hang on, that doesn't make sense. The original Splatoon. Because it is nice to sort of see where... Why didn't I ink the whole wall? I don't know. Whatever. It is nice to see how far we've come. Oh, good job, me. Get up there. Get up there. Good enough. Good enough. A hairball pun. Yeah, that would have been good. I don't feel like Octoballs are in Splat 3, but I don't remember. Nice. Thanks, Clementine. Let's do one more. And then we'll get a thing that I can't use because I'm not connected to the internet. I mean, I could put it on, I guess. But, kind of a moot point when I have no one to show off my sweet fashions to except all of you. Which I guess isn't nothing. The mystery box. What mystery box? The amiibo? I don't even remember what's on the menu for it now. Can I get it from here? Not really. Yeah, sure, I'll take the armor. If I may, not cross streams, I guess, mention another game. So, I saw earlier that Nintendo is gonna do a little mini direct for, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Is anyone here, interested in checking it out? I'm intrigued by it. I almost don't want to watch it just so I can be amazed by all the weird stuff in the game when it comes out, but no, I want to. I mean, it's a Mario game. I don't think it's going to have a big plot spoil. And I'll probably forget about the cool stuff that they show off before the game comes out, so it's fine. It'll be fresh. Bro, the initial trailer didn't do anything for you. Didn't do anything for you, huh? I'm looking forward to it, but I am happy that they're doing like a side-scrolling Mario game that actually has an art style. Like, just seeing them break away from the blandness of the new Super Mario Bros. Games is heartening. I mean, you can play as Daisy, finally. That's pretty cool. But I'm a big Mario fan, so I guess that's no surprise to anyone. I have faith they'll make it worth my while. I like it when Nintendo tries new and weird things, because, you know, that's how we get Splatoon. I'm also curious if they're going to mention who is going to voice Mario in this one, since I haven't mentioned it on stream, but I'm sure everyone here is aware that Charles Martinet is retiring from voicing Mario, which is so... It's a lot to think about, just because, you know, he's been Mario for decades now. And it's hard to imagine Mario as any other voice, so I wonder if whomever the next person will be, if they're going to mimic what Charles Martinet has done for the character, or if they're going to go for their own interpretation. I don't know. You didn't notice the art style was new until people said it. It is subtle, but they're definitely a lot more expressive than they were before. There's almost kind of a painted look to it. Oh, this is the mystery box. Here we go. I gotta beat a boss. You get a crazy fresh reward if you manage to clear this one. It's a Subway gift card. But Alright, let's go. I really want to play the boss music from Mario 2. No, it's Splatoon 2, not Mario 2. What am I saying? Ugh. I said before, but it's always mortifying, like, if I watch an old stream of mine, and then I catch myself saying the wrong thing, when I mean one thing and I say another. I do it a lot, and I don't realize it often until long after the fact. Mario voice actors being noted as errors much in the same way as James Bond. So what you're saying is we're gonna have Daniel Craig voicing Mario. Wow. Man, that's so rude. How dare you kick me off? Well, it'll be faster now that I don't have to ink the side of this. There we go. Ooh, talking is hard. Especially because I have to do it all day at work. It's hard not to feel like a broken record. The start of the Chris Pratt era, no. No, 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 no. Did anyone go into the Mario movie and come out thinking, you know what? Ooh. Ooh, ow. You don't even get mercy armor. You just splat. Anyway, did anyone see the Mario movie and come out thinking, yes, Chris Pratt, this is the perfect Mario voice. This is what I want for this character. This important character with a decades-long legacy. He is the perfect voice for it. Okay, I'm not gonna make it up in time, so I'm just gonna ink these and hope for the best. Yeah, you know, I'd at least want to hear how Daniel Craig would portray Mario. I want to at least hear it. Oh, heck. Now! Let me up. Let me up. Like that it tries to fake you out. I did it again. Wait, can I climb the back of it? Is that a thing I could... It is a thing I could do. Huh. Okay, come on. Squish. Oh. No, I can't. There we go. Cool. Chris Pratt and Seth Rogen were not voice acting. They sounded exactly like normal. I haven't really heard Seth Rogen enough to tell if he was doing a voice for Donkey Kong at all, or if that's just what he sounds like, but I have heard a lot of people say that he's just doing his own voice. Bob Hoskins? Yeah, we could go with Bob Hoskins again. The gruff Mario. If Nintendo ever wants to step away from, you know, the cutesy woo, yahoo, yippee Mario and be like, hey, not nice of the princess to invite us for a picnic, eh, Louis? You know. I'm sorry, that was so bad. Okay, so that was straight up amazing. Here, you totally earned this reward. Thanks, Clementine. Goodbye. You live in your enclosure now. I don't think this is ethical. I think squids need a lot more space. She seems happy there. She looks very smug. Let's go to Octo Valley. I wonder if these are just, like, randomly generated squids made by Nintendo. You know, as opposed to, like, echoes of past players. You probably... I mean, Bernardo. Who's named Bernardo? What kind of name is Bernardo? Note to any Bernardos, I'm joking. I'm completely joking. You have a fine name. It's just kind of a weird name for a teenage squid kid, you know? I'm all the way back here. Let's tap icons to super jump, which is the most recent area I did. Actually, I'm missing a couple sunken scrolls too. 7 and 9. Can I see what stages those are associated with? One. Yeah, this one. I'm gonna try and get the sunken scroll here. That's a Star Trek character, yeah? 7 of 9. I think. Oop, wanted to skip it. Can't skip it. Bernado? Instead of Sharknado, it's Bernado. A tornado of Bernards. I'd like to see more Star Trek someday, because I really enjoyed what I watched of the original series. I have a lot of friends who really enjoy Deep Space Nine in particular, which sounds fun. I know my knowledge of Deep Space Nine is that it's more... The focus is more on the characters and sort of the station itself, as opposed to big spacefaring, prime directive violating adventures, I think. This is all secondhand knowledge. My dad's a big Star Trek fan, but he said that, like, he's not as into Deep Space Nine as other people I've spoken to have been. There we go. But maybe because it has a stronger focus on characters, and I know my dad's always been more about sort of the world building and just the sci-fi concepts and all that. Gee, Maury, have you tried not face tanking blobs of ink to the face? That builds character. Yeah, I like character-driven things. Like, that's why I enjoyed a lot of what I saw of the original series, and also why it surprised me, because I wasn't expecting, like, such good character dynamics. The game's a little loud. Oh, thank you. Let me turn it down. Thank you very much. Sorry, my mic might be in a weird spot again, just so I can get all my capture stuff set up. One of these days, I'm gonna get a real nice microphone, a real nice setup. Okay, hopefully that's a little better. Thank you very much. That's also a nightmare, going back and seeing an older stream, and not just hearing myself misspeak, but also being inaudible. It's hard to find a good balance as someone with a soft voice. Like DBZ, your knowledge of TNG is filtered entirely through TNG edits. Yeah, actually, I mean, I remember seeing my dad watch a lot of Star Trek TNG, especially when I was really little, and just thinking that the interior of the Enterprise reminded me of like a minivan because it's so beige. Anyway, it seems that some Octarians can assume humanoid form. These specimens have superior physical capabilities and are highly aggressive. High-ranking individuals have kelp on their heads, but what motivates them, if anything at all? Well, if I know what motivates me, it's, snacks and video games. Maybe a cool book or a cool rock. You're like, oh, Maury, check out this cool rock. If you do something for me, I'll show you a cool rock. Then, yeah, I'm all over that. Anyway, look at them. Look at that octopus. Looks like an octopus wiener. You know, the little hot dogs cut into octopus shapes. Where's stage 7? This one. Push. One scene in TNG you knew strictly from a mic spam back when you played Team Fortress 2, and it blew your mind when you got to the actual scene. See, I know very little about Dragon Ball Z because I haven't even seen anything abridged from it. I remember trying to watch it, you know, because it was the anime du jour. And I thought anime was interesting, and there wasn't a lot to choose from. So, you know, you're going to try watching what's available, but it didn't really do it for me. Just because, as many people are aware, it has that sort of shonen curse of being full of filler and taking forever to get anywhere, and I just don't have the patience for shows like that. I know a lot of people are really fond of the characters in it, and I can see the appeal from what I've heard about, but just, like, actually getting through all the fluff, I feel I would not have the patience for. Ugh. Gee, back in the day, the anime we had was, aside from Dragon Ball, there was Sailor Moon, which, very formative for me. I'm still a big Sailor Moon fan, which is unsurprising to the people who know me, I'm sure. It's not down here, is it? Okay, just want to make sure it wasn't gonna, like, just go directly beneath and knock me off, but oh, there's nothing here. Except that. Oh, there's some there. There's a thing there. So yeah, there was Dragon Ball, there was Sailor Moon, there was Gundam Wing, which aired, like, really late at night or, like, really early in the morning. I remember getting in trouble trying to stay up to watch it. And, like, I would miss most of the episodes because, you know, it's, like, 2 in the morning, and I have to be at school. And it was not just missing valuable context in the episodes, but also, like, it's very heavily political. Like, there's a lot of characters, there's a lot of different factions at work, and I couldn't really keep up with the overarching plot. Just did not have enough information, 2 a.m. brain, and stuff that delves into a lot of, I guess, politics isn't exactly the word I want, but, like, bigger issues as opposed to character-focused things tends to be less appealing for me. But, you know, it was anime, it was a thing, so if you wanted to check out these cool new Japanese cartoons, your options were limited. I also really loved, I don't know if it aired in the States, maybe, probably. I loved Samurai Pizza Cats. Which, if you're not familiar, is, it's a goofy Japanese action show where all the characters are animals living in a very anachronistic version of Edo Japan, you know, like ye old Tokyo. And it was originally in Japanese as Kyato Ninden Teande, but in English, it basically got a gag dub. But it was a really good gag dub. I should read this, but any of my homies in chat know Samurai Pizza Cats? Anyway, the ink sprayed during a turf war vanishes almost immediately after the battle ends. How environmentally friendly and incredibly convenient. You can see all the ink colors that you could encounter in this game. I like the pink and bluish you see kind of in the bottom second from the right, as well as the pink and the greeny blue right in the top middle, because they're my colors. Even back in Splat 1, branding. Let's go here. You tried to do non-abridged DBZ. It was brutal, you couldn't do it. It's a lot of filler, so I'm told. This is the way forward. It's like, where am I going? This way, I think. Yeah, let me jump and then I'll read chat. The abridged version of DBZ has way more nuanced characterization, which, yeah, it is a weird thing to say, but I believe it. A UFO! There's a UFO up there! I should really pay attention to what's going on. And then read chat. You've heard of all this stuff, but you watch very, very little anime. You know, for me, and it's kind of a peeve of mine, is I've met people that just assume, oh, you like anime. You like all anime. And I really don't like it when people assume that anime is a genre and not a medium. Like, it's literally the word for animation in Japan. And so, you know, you have people assume, oh, you must like this show because it's anime, it's Japanesey, but I am really picky. I love animation as a storytelling medium. And there's so much stuff I can't watch because I don't like how it works. Or how it looks. Sorry. Not how it works. It's like I'm half looking at Callie's dialogue. I mean, Agent, 1. Sorry, Agent 1's dialogue? Who's Callie? Never heard of her. You've watched exactly 2 episodes of Pokemon. The swimsuit competition and the Porygon one, the banned ones. Let's take the Inkzuka. This feels kind of like a waste of Inkzuka. it's not even really effective to use on these guys, because they just kind of get punched around. Oh well. Yeah, that wasn't good use of Inkzuka. Oh well. Meh. You were one of James's victims. I mean, he does wear that bikini very well. Credit where credit is due. For you, 4Kids dubs are guilty pleasures. You know, the thing about 4Kids dubs for me, like, I don't think they're all, like, you know, unbearably terrible. Like, I've watched a good chunk of 4Kids dubbed anime. The frequent, like, not even just censorship necessarily, but the elimination of anything even remotely foreign is both frustrating and funny. But the thing about 4Kids dubs that bothers me the most, this is gonna sound weird, is the music. I find a lot of the music in 4Kids dubs is unbearable. I can't deal with it. Like, orally, it's painful. And you have cases like the Kirby anime in particular, which, by the way, was a lot more fun watching with friends than watching solo. But the Kirby anime, if you're not familiar, the Japanese version has kind of an orchestral soundtrack that shares a lot of tunes with Kirby Air Ride, the GameCube game, which I love very much. But they don't use those for the dub version, probably for, like, licensing reasons. But a lot of their shows have this, like, I don't know, like, bland, electronic, sort of, like, just generic cartoon background music. Whatever it is, I can't stand it. You like the 4Kids music they always did? Hey, there's no shame in it. I do like, their theme for the Kirby anime. Kirby, 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 that's the name you should know. Kirby, 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 he's the star of the show. He's more than you think, he's got maximum pink, he'll send it right back at you for sure. You know that. And at least it was fun. And I don't care what anyone says, I think, like, Foghorn Leghorn DDD fits really well. As being, like, a really egomaniacal bird that does not let anyone else get a word in edgewise and is, too stupid for his own good. Like, that's DDD to a T, come on. Although, unlike Foghorn Leghorn, I actually like King DDD. I can't stand Foghorn Leghorn. It's kind of weird, I guess, that I'm a big fan of Bugs Bunny, but I don't really like any of the other Looney Tunes characters aside from Bugs Bunny himself. And, you know, I'm fine with, like, Daffy and Elmer and all that, but, like, the non-Bugs focused cartoons I just never liked as much. Especially Foghorn Leghorn. I can't stand them. I can't stand them. Yeah, no generic cartoon music compares to Checker Nights. Oh, I gotta stretch my neck. My neck bad. From the depths of the sea we emerged long ago, seeking the light of the surface. In search of still greater lights, we now send this message into outer space, sealed in a disk. Perhaps one day we will encounter other intelligent life. Nintendo really knows how to do a compelling apocalypse. Gosh, what is this actual... The real disc this is based on? What is it called? I can't think of it. You never knew Foghorn Leghorn's name? Yeah. Thank you, not Callie. Definitely not Callie. Who's Callie? Let's see. Let's look down here. I already went that way, so let's go up here. Okay, is it the Voyager disc? That's what my brain said. But then I thought, maybe I'm just thinking about Star Trek. And if I say Voyager disc and I'm wrong, everybody's gonna look at me like I'm an idiot. So better to not say anything. Ugh. Oh no, speaking of being an idiot, goodbye! Oh, hello, Belle! The bandana cloth works, but the hair doesn't? You mean Octomori? Specifically? We could always, I don't know, do the hair different or shorter? Can you shorten the tentacles? Okay, so this is not where I need to go. I don't think I can jump on there, so probably somewhere else, maybe? I'll just go this way. Whatever. And the Voyager spacecraft, the golden record. Ah, okay. Well, that's what my brain was like, Voyager. And then I second-guessed myself, thinking, no more, you fool, it's not Star Trek. Get it right. I don't know if this was the intended way to get over here. It definitely wasn't, but whatever, I'm here now. Oh, it's an export error. Oh. Gosh, I wish I could offer some insight. Press X to ZL dash jump. I want a squid roll. Girls, why can't I squid roll? I haven't learned to be acrobatic yet, I guess. You know, I've only seen, like, brief clips of the Looney Tunes show. This way. Oh, that's just where it leads me? Okay. I've heard, like, it's surprisingly good, though. Yeah, where's the insane 7-minute shorts? That's what I'm accustomed to. Like, is the Looney Tunes show more of, like, a sitcom thing? As opposed to... Ow, sir. Again, the usual 7-minute Bugs Bunny shorts. No. No. Perfect. Actually, Belle, while you're here, do you have any insight onto why VC Face might be lagging? Maybe it's just I've updated my programs and whatnot. I just feel like Octomori is lagging a little today. And I don't know why. Maybe it's because my brain is lagging. What I really need to do is just, like, sit down and try and figure out all of the settings and configure everything a little better. Like, I feel like the eyes especially, I need to readjust the, like, the weights and sensitivity and all that. I say that and then I never remember to do it. When I'm not actively sitting here setting up for stream, whoops, I just don't think about it. You know, out of sight, out of mind. Stop that. Stop that. No. No, Bella, it's really kind of you. I don't know how you're such a wizard with 3D modeling. Like, I won't talk openly about the stuff I've seen Belle here working on stream, if she wants to keep that to herself. But I've seen Belle's work in... It's Blender you use, right? Yeah? And it's just the wizardry always blows me away. Uh-oh. Goodbye. Nope, never mind. Like, I remember when I talked a little bit about the game design class that I took in high school and how I tend to get too big for my britches, and I remember thinking, oh, I really want to learn how to make 3D models. I'm gonna model all my characters and stuff. It's gonna be really cool, and of course it's way more complicated than I'm imagining, and I have no idea where to start, and then I just get discouraged and stop. And that's why I don't play Minecraft. Because I get these elaborate ideas in my head, and I don't know how to make them come to fruition. And then I just get frustrated. I'm like, well, heck this. I don't want to do it anymore. Well, I need to be on that platform. I was thinking this spinning thing was the thing moving back and forth, but no, it's this. Start at the Money for Nothing music video. I actually do like the low poly aesthetic quite a bit. And I've seen artists out there that they even make VTuber models that are low poly. I really like the look. But even low poly, I'm sure, is a lot harder than it looks. Just because it's simplistic, like any kind of art style, just because it looks simplistic does not mean it's at all easy to do. And oftentimes getting, like, visual cohesion and readability with fewer details can be very challenging in and of itself. Yeah, I bet learning Blender took a lot of work. Someday I'll learn how to focus better. And then I can also... I mean, I've taught myself stuff before, like... Paper Mori was me learning live 2D. Like, even just on a basic level, but I taught myself. That was cool. Why are we here? For what purpose do we exist? We must not dwell on these questions. We can merely trust in the will of the universe and spend our days and nights in harmony with the world, celebrating this festival called life. Wise words, Squid Game. This is the sacred fax machine, by the way, that Splatfests are transmitted to. So if you've only played the later Splatoon games, and you're wondering why you see this image and hear fax machine noises every time a Splatfest is announced in game, it's this thing. Picking up echoes of humanity. Thank you, Not Marie. I appreciate your confidence in me. Let's see. Let's go this way. Why not? Nothing. Can I get up here at all? Oh, I can't. Use that. That's embarrassing. Ooh, wait. I can just... Aha! Work smarter, not harder. You don't remember ever seeing a fax machine. You only see it briefly, like, during the in-universe broadcasts. It's probably not even very obvious that it is a fax machine, just because it's decorated in, like, sacred talismans and surrounded by candles and whatnot. Because it is a relic that transmits, I guess, echoes of humanity's thoughts, which is why Splatfests have been about, you know, things that would be relevant to humans, like Transformers or Hello Kitty. Or, well, I was gonna say pineapple on pizza, but I think that's eternal. Oh, Octo Stamp. Not missing anything. I think there might not be candles, but the point is, like, it's draped in talismans and stuff. It looks very fancy. And I have these other bombs and I'm not using them. There we go. Are there secrets past here? Secrets for me? Not really. I missed. Oops. I was gonna throw the burst bomb downwards, right? And then make it big. It was gonna look really swish. And then I missed. That's satisfying to do with the Inkzuka. Oh. Didn't set it up fast enough. Man. I'm quiet on stream, even though sometimes I think, wow, it would do for me to not just be a little more reflective, but also not wear out my voice so much. But I have this fear of, like, if dead air, I'm gonna bore people, which of course is not at all true. That's perfectionism, baby. I feel like the sunken scroll might be in a spot where you have to have, like, an octo stamp or something land on an already inflated sponge and then make it shrink, but I might be misremembering. It's been a while. What I'm really looking forward to here, not to give it away, but I find Splatoon 1 has probably my favorite final boss fight. Well, I did really like the one in Splatoon 3 as well. That one was really exciting. But I've heard more polarizing comments on that one. This one I think is just, like, it's fun. It's got a lot of variety. It's got a decent challenge. Twos I felt was just too easy in comparison. Also, the music in 2 wasn't as good. Controversial. I have not gotten a Sunken Scroll. I feel like I've probably missed it. That's very sad. Right, best final boss music, too. You can't beat Calamari Incantation. Like, legally, you can't beat Calamari Incantation. I missed the Sunken Scroll. I have to go back. Which I'll do later. You know, without spoiling what the final boss of a particular game is, what are some folks' favorite final boss tunes? I guess I like this one in this game. I really like the one from Kirby Superstar in Milky Way Wishes. That's one of my all-time favorites. What's another really good one? Yoshi's Island. Yoshi's Island has a really cool final boss theme. Just the fight itself, actually, is pretty memorable. Okay, that's where that goes. Let's see. Final Fantasy VII is probably the uber example. I guess one of these days I need to play more than, like, I don't know, 10 hours or however much of Final Fantasy VII. Just to experience it properly. I mean, I've heard the song, but I want, you know, to see it in context. I've heard the, like the... Not that Square Enix has a great... Hang on, there's too many beast flutters. Not that Square Enix has a great track record with ports of things, but I've heard, like, the more recent ports of Final Fantasy VII, not the remake, but the original game, are a little easier to stomach in some ways, just because of quality of life features. Specifically being able to disable random encounters, which is great. I like some of the entries in the Final Fantasy series quite a bit, but generally as a whole, I feel like the combat is not compelling for me like a lot of other RPGs combat is. And part of it is that, like, I don't know, like, the encounter rate's too high. Like, it feels like Final Fantasy is a great example of a game where it feels like you're being punished for exploring by getting into battles every few steps. And the battles aren't particularly interesting. I think of RPGs that have battle systems I really like the Mario RPGs. So the original Mario RPG, as well as the paper games and the Superstar Saga, Mario and Luigi, etc. Those are all good because of the action component. They keep my short attention span engaged, and I feel like I have more. Like, a combat involves more reflex, which is, for me, more interesting than menuing. That said, I do really like the combat in, Heck, yes, combat in Hell. Combat in, a lot of the Mega 10 and Persona games with the press turn system. I find that adds a compelling layer of strategy. There it is. What else is good? Like, I like Etrian Odysseys, because it is turn-based, but I think just because the difficulty is higher, than your average random encounter in Final Fantasy, that there's more strategy you have to employ, which I like. Necrophantasia, which I'm trying to remember, like, I know I've heard of that game. Like, I'm trying to think of anything about Necrophantasia, and I'm blanking. Wow. Yeah, Earthbound's encounter system is great. Like, not only visible encounters, but the fact you can instantly defeat encounters if you're strong enough. I love that. Memories of like, level grinding Paula in the second Your Sanctuary location. Because once you beat the boss there, all the enemies turn and run from you. And so you can get, like, preemptive strikes on bears. Which must sound really weird out of context. Uh-oh. Whoa. But bears are very dangerous in that dungeon normally. Because Paula is so squishy and has no levels. But getting that preemptive strike on them and or just defeating them from the get-go is very handy. I really need to get past you all, please. Please? Please? Good enough. Good enough. Oh, okay, that's why I was blanking. Is there a game called Necrophantasia? That's why it sounded familiar. It's a Toho sound. He knows all about timed hits, so punch your lights out! Well, I was thinking about the Mario RPG remake just earlier today. Please be good. Please be good. I mean, the framework is excellent. So, I think they really have to work to screw it up. But, you know, all the same, I'm gonna be thinking the whole time, please be good. Is there something scroll anywhere around here? Is there anything up here with power eggs? Eh. I gotta upgrade my gear after this. I'm sitting on all these eggs. I think UN Owen was her is like, I think Flandoru. The name is so weird to say. Is an extra boss? I think. Oh, hang on a sec. I need to update open Discord in the background. Chotomate. Oh, the final boss theme from Bowser's Inside Story is excellent. Mario RPGs is also excellent. I love both phases of that song. I hope they have Yoko Shimomura rearranging the tracks for the Mario RPG remake. Probably. I don't know if it's been mentioned, if she's involved at all. Okay, I can't log into Discord right now because I open it on this computer and it's like, please log in, we need your authentication stuff, and it's all on my phone, which I'm using for tracking right now. I also hope they keep a lot of those jokes. Who do you think you are, Bruce Lee? What is the about, Belle? Should I open Discord anyway? Hang on, where am I going? DK64's final boss music is you just going, ah! I mean, that's also accurate. Would you? Onegaishimasu. And like tweeted at me or something. Oh, there's one. I'm trying to remember the DK64 final boss music, and all that's coming to my head is the music when you do one of those, like, free-for-all battle royale challenges to get the crowns. They can spring from anywhere, Agent 3! Octolings, over to you, Agent 3. Alright, I'm not reading their dialogue anymore, so I need to focus on this. Salt Spray Rig. It's good to be back on Salt Spray Rig. I really hope they keep, because I kept my bazooka at home, sheesh. I'm really curious to see the localization of the Mario RPG remake, because, the original has a lot of charm, and I really enjoy Ted Woolsey's work, but it's also apparent, you know, like it's from the era where localizing games was really difficult because they just didn't give you enough tools, enough time, enough context. Hence why, like, there's, mistranslations or, like, things not being, like, Mario enemies that already have established names not being called what you'd expect. Thank you, Val. Let me finish fighting these ladies. Is there something scroll around here? I don't see anything. Yeah, what is a Neo Squid? Could I like buy Ted Woolsey a pint just so I could ask him like what is a Neo Squid? What was the thought process behind this? The original Japanese dialogue in Mario RPG is interesting. There's a good article on the website Legends of Localization. I'm just gonna look over here. That mentions how a lot of the psychopath dialogue in the original was actually pop culture references, which they didn't translate because a lot of them would be, you know, completely impenetrable to Western audiences. Oh, hello. Goodbye. Man, I miss this stage. Bring back Salt Spray Rig. Granted, it does have some annoying points for chargers to just stand and snipe you endlessly, but... There we go. You know what I think rankles me about... I know if you've seen me stream Splatoon, you've heard me complain about E-leaders in particular. And I don't have a beef with E-leaders or the people who use them universally. You know, even I charge sometimes. But it's the complacency that irks me. Boogie was saying some stuff the other day that made me think of it, but in both this game and Splatoon 2, really commonly was... Hang on, before I continue, I have to read this. A 12,000-year-old fossil of a creature with an odd internal skeleton. Its small skull indicates the creature was likely primitive with little intelligence. This specimen appears to have been fossilized in the middle of some kind of ritual. What is this bizarre device that it's buried with? Also, if you look at the top, you can see the Wii Pro Controller with a Wiimote strapped to it. That is actually how they recommend you do two-player in the shoal if you want to have player 2 be able to use motion controls. Because the Wii U Pro Controller didn't have it built in, so that's how you did it if you wanted. Hang on, let me open this thing on the bird site in the background. But anyway... In this game and in Splatoon 2, there's a lot of complacency in the fact that many people would use E-leaders and stack the ability damage up, or in Splatoon 2, main power up. And the problem is that doing that eliminated a lot of what balanced the E-leader. I'm opening this in the background so I can't see chat. Forgive me if you say anything fun and I miss it. But the E-leader normally isn't able to splat without fully charging itself, which works out because it has a very long charge time to compensate for the fact it has a really long reach. But if you stack enough main power up or damage up, then you're not saddled with that and you can splat someone without a full charge. And that's what a lot of players did. And the complacency makes it dull for me. Much like how if you have people using chargers that just stand in one spot the whole match, especially for Turf War. I'm not faulting it, but from my perspective, it feels dull just because everybody starts doing the same thing. Like in the first game, there was a lot of the combination of the dynamo roller with a lot of quick respawn, maybe comeback as well. And so you would do ranked modes like tower control. And you would you'd have this sort of endless conga line of people with dynamo rollers running each other over with big splatters of ink. And dying right away, but then because they have quick respawn and maybe comeback stacked, then they just come back right away, and then they all like chain super jump to one another, and it just goes on forever. Yeah, main power up was too OP, so they better not bring it back for Splat 3. Also, Belle, do I just open this in VC phase? Real quick? Hang on a sec. I might have to put Octomori away for a second. Oh, I change oh, second button down. Oh, hang on. This might look weird. Actually, I'm gonna hide myself for a second. Where's the button to hide myself? There. I'm not here. You just have to look at the game screen for a second. Okay, let me do this and this. And where is it? Where is it? Where did I put it? I just had it. I'm like staring at it. Okay, here. This one. You can let me select. It's thinking about it. If this causes everything to crash, please remember me fondly. Okay. Oh, physics. Wow. Okay, hang on. I have to. I lost my game. I have to reposition myself. I lost my gamepad. What have I done? Sorry, you probably all heard that horrific crash. Hang on a minute. Okay, are we good? Are we back? I think we're back. Wow, okay, hang on. Oh, I'm big. There we go. Okay, I think it's better. Well, you know what? No, jump scare. Mori jump scare. It's me. I'm an octoling. Do something about it. Actually, don't. Please don't splat me. I'm very delicate. Thank you. Okay, there. I'm back. You heard a tiny tap. Okay, good. Anywho, I'm back. Actually, I need to move. I need to move to the side again. Very good, very scuffed stream. Let me move. Let me move. Maybe I have to do this, and then I can... Oh, wait. There we go. Okay. Better? Better. Better. Okay, okay. Back to your regularly scheduled Splatoon. Thank you for your patience. Let's upgrade this. I got the power eggs for it. I'm glad it wasn't a big bang. I was very worried about, like, oh no, I've deafened the stream. I did say I wanted to upgrade these, but it's fine, whatever. Thank you very much, Belle. Everybody say thank you to our Lord and Savior, Belle. That's right, I was trying to go up here, I think, and I fell? No, wait, I already did that one. Where's the one there, maybe? Oh, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, cruel world. The chances of that happening, the single person who bought a Wii U also getting fossilized. It was me. I was the single person who bought a Wii U. It's probably harder to see the difference on the avatar, but I can. There's also physics on the scarf. Trust me, it's there. Not here. Oh, there it is. I'm a ding-dong. Oh yeah, I noticed that too about the eyes. Thank you. Yeah, you can see there's light on the eyes now. Another Octo Striker! Octo Snipers too. Keep your head down if you don't want to lose it. Maybe I'm sick of my head, and I want to exchange it for a new one. Except no, I did just get a new head, so never mind. Please don't take it from me. And no such thing as a dumb question. Like, seriously, I work in customer service, trust me. You know, I feel like I should do is extend the offer to people that if you've ever been in a coffee shop and you find it really intimidating and you don't know how to order, you should hit me up, since I've worked in one for many years. So I can explain things or like hook you up with the right terminology. Or even just make recommendations. I am a tea drinker first and foremost, but I actually like espresso quite a bit. It's gotta be good though. Like, what do you mean the hair and fabric cost $20? What does that mean? Val! Well, I feel like a million squid quid, octo dollars, sand dollars? Original VRM bone system is just part of the system. Sims Making Magic expansion pack. Has anyone here played The Sims with, like, expansion packs? I also miss Black Belly Skate Park. Bring it back. And also, it's a great pun, just on its own. I guess if you were not aware, so this stage is called Black Belly Skate Park. Oh, I'm a bubbler. I don't really have to use it, but it's here. This stage is called Black Belly Skate Park, and there is a fish called a Black Belly Skate. Like, how does one get on this localization team? I want to be able to get paid to make jokes like that. Yeah, the lights on the eyes I think look really good. Thank you, Belle. Arigatou gozaimashita. Oh, my beloved Judd. It seems the day has finally come. This capsule is designed to remain cryogenically sealed for 10,000 years. Goodbye, my perfect little kitty cat. May your meows echo through the ages. So, I guess if you came into Splatoon late, Judd is the only remaining mammal, because he was cryogenically sealed in a pod by his owner, a scientist. And then the Inklings unfroze him, so they have a cat. And then the pod also had a cloning system built in by the scientists, so Judd would not be lonely. Hence, we have Lil Judd. Hang on, I'm just gonna look for the scrolls I missed before I do the final boss. So I need 23 and 25. Let's see. This one. Whoosh. Hopefully I don't run past it this time. I really hope Side Order, whenever it comes out, I hope we get info on it soon. I hope we get to see Lil Judd. Because, like, you don't even see Lil Judd anywhere in Splat 3. Except for on the results screens, and also in Table Turf. But I keep forgetting that Table Turf exists, so I never play it. But, if you get a high enough rank in Table Turf, you can, well... Oh no, I have the hiccups. You can face off against Lil Judd. Why is he so scrunkly? I don't know, I want to know. Nah, I can't squid roll. I can't squid roll. Oh, that's right, Nintendo Live is this weekend. My brother had mentioned to me, you know, thoughts of going to PAX, and I would love, love, love to go to PAX. But honestly, I just don't feel safe doing it. Just, you know, I don't want to get sick. Especially in my line of work. And living with my dad and all that. It feels like going to conventions still feels like too much of a risk for me. Especially because I know Pax Pox is a thing. Oh no, was that it down there? Yeah, I think I need to restart. Heck, I think I passed it. The only time you ever went to PAX, you caught swine flu. Ugh. The con crud. And just, I know it tends to be really packed. And I don't want to delve into the easy joke about, you know, average gamers' level of hygiene. Because it's a stereotype and often untrue, but, you know, it just takes one bad apple to spoil the barrel. Can you move? Thank you, jeez. So I don't want to risk that. Someday I'd really love to go to PAX. I hope it can happen. Okay, hang on. And if it isn't down here, did I restart for nothing? Maybe I did. Let me just have another look just to be sure. Because I don't want it to be like right near the start and then I get to the end of the level and I still don't have it. Okay, I guess it's not near the beginning and I'm just a fool. I mean, yeah. Proving my point. Okay, right there, though. That looks like that's it. How do I get there? See, that's what I was looking at. Looks like I should be able to get there. Maybe I come back here later in the level and then I can get it. The stereotype used to be more true than it is now. Things have improved. Thank goodness. Now that people have learned about basic hygiene through a global pandemic. Jump across the roofs after you get the key. Yeah, I see it now. Ah, good old distracted Mori brain. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. I'm gonna feel foolish if I go past it again. Okay. Here we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay, everything's good. Everything's hunky-dory. I believe I do need to beat the level to keep it, though. It's fine. Nowadays, a good chunk of gamers see sunlight on a daily basis. That's good. Sunlight is good for you. I know it sounds trite when people say, like, go out and touch grass. But it is healthy and affirming to go outside every once in a while. I know I get really restless if I'm stuck indoors for too long. But I've said before that I'm the type that I need to move my body in some way. I need to get out. Which is partially why summer is so miserable. Uh-oh. Because it's too darn hot to do anything outside. Well, don't track me. I'm innocent. I'm innocent. Please, no. Please, no. Flutter traffic jam. No. It's fine. It's totally... it's not fine. Oh. I need to speed run this. You know what? I want curling bombs. Like, Seekers are fine, but they're slow. Ugh, I think I need to go along the left. People more willing to set hygiene rules, that's too. I know whenever I would go to a convention locally, which, gosh, I haven't gotten to go to in a long time, for obvious reasons. Oh, bother. No, we're okay? We're okay. They'd always talk about in, like, the schedule booklet, like the info pamphlet, whatever you get for the convention. I always had a bit talking about how to maintain basic hygiene. They're like, hey, don't forget to shower, use deodorant, wash your hands, little things. But some things need to be said. And it really does hamper one's convention experience if, like, you're trying to enjoy a panel or you're standing in line or something, and the person beside you evidently has not bathed in a while. I don't say it from a place of judgment, to be clear. Just from a sensory perspective, it's unpleasant. Okay, please don't fall again, because it's annoying to get back up. Cool. Yeah, it's just, humans, I think, are social creatures. Even if you're like me and very shy, and who gets burnt out socially very easily, that just going too long without actual human interaction gets really degrading in a way. Like, you gotta have that basic human interaction. Affirm that you exist, that you are real, that you have a voice and you know how to use it. Anyway, gosh, I really want to go to PAX one day. Like, I've only ever been to, like, anime-focused conventions and also, like, comic expos, which is alright, but gaming is my big passion, so I wind up feeling really out of place in both of them. I mean, at least at anime conventions, there's been rooms that are dedicated towards gaming, so that works out for me, but even in comic conventions, the focus tends to be on tabletop and whatnot, which isn't really my steez. Though academic circles warn of rising sea levels, the policymakers pay them no heed. At this rate, human civilization may be lost beneath the tide. Will this furry fellow be consumed by the raging ocean? Too real, Splatoon. Too real. Poor Judd, though. I mean, isn't that just typical cat behavior? You're trying to take a photo of them or cuddle up with them and they're all, no, I don't want to be touched, which I get it. I can respect that. I mean, I like being alone a lot too. I'm a very solitary person. That's one of the reasons I've not implemented a Discord server yet, despite a lot of requests. Although, the more Twitter continues to implode, the more useful I think it would be for things like announcements if I'm not going to be available or around for a stream night. I mean, I guess I could have the Discord server. I'm not, like, obligated to post on it frequently. It's not beneath me, is it? I'm just gonna eat a death really quick just to see below here. Okay, just checking. But yeah, I'm such a hermit that I would make a Discord server and then I would never post there because socially I'm both very shy and also I just don't have a lot of bandwidth, I think, for a lot of socializing just because, like, oh no, my day job involves me talking to people all day. So I get worn out really quickly. And then I feel guilty because I don't want people to think I'm shunning them. It's like, no, I like your company. I just don't have bandwidth for it. Like, I'm the kind of person who joins a Discord server and then never posts and then feels guilty about it. It's not back here, right? Just checking. You were gonna say there was a comic convention in your city that you might go to, but it was earlier in the month. Oh, wah wah. I mean, maybe there's something else relatively nearby, if that's something you would want to look into. I don't know, folks, do you like conventions? Do you like going to conventions? I know some people love the convention atmosphere, but some will find it kind of overwhelming. It is a lot, and I find if I go to a convention, even if I have a good time, I wind up, like, super burnt out and really cranky for the next few days because I've just exhausted my social batteries and then some. Yeah, talking to people, for me, it also has to be for a short period. So Discord as a socializing thing is tough for me. I guess for the record, if I ever talk to you in Discord, and I don't want you to feel like you have to respond right away, please take as much time as you need. Because I You know, that's what I like, and I'd rather extend that same courtesy to other people. I remember using, like, AOL Instant Messenger, and, like, someone would message me something. And when I didn't reply within, like, a minute, they'd be like, hello? Hello? Are you there? Hello? Why are you ignoring me? It's like, buddy, leave me alone. I'm busy, but also, I don't have a big social battery. I get burnt out really fast. Your friends always went to MagFest, but that was always too expensive a trip for you. I'd love to go to MagFest, too. I've had friends go there and speak highly of it. Because it's focused a lot on game music, especially, yeah? Which is something I also love. So someday... And I've traveled not too far from MagFest before. But it's actually going there and, you know, again, conventions in this day and age, and it's expensive. I also feel like if I wasn't in cosplay, I'd be wasting an opportunity, even though I don't sew. So I've had to just, like, buy costumes before. If I could, I would make them myself, but I love going in cosplay. Even if it's something I've only done a couple times and in a very amateurish way, it's just, I don't know, it's a lot of fun for me. If you've never done cosplay, don't knock it till you've tried it. Did I miss the thing again? If I missed it again, whatever, don't care. Unless it's, like, beneath this sponge. It's the only other thing I can think of. Excuse me, miss, can you, stop inking turf and shoot this, please? 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 Miss, you're not very good at your job, are you? Okay, it's not under here. I suppose if she had splatted me after I just said she's not very good at her job, that would have been well-deserved. How long do I take to respond to text messages? It kind of depends, honestly. I have a bad habit of I'll see messages, but I'll be occupied with something else at the time, and I'll need to think about my response. Yeah, I'm just gonna forget the sentence, girl. And then I forget about the message because I get distracted, and I hate it. I hate forgetting to respond to someone. There's too much in my mind, so it slips my brain, and frustrating for all parties. I gotta go up, I gotta ascend. Yeah, that too is going to a convention by oneself is not nearly as fun, and also for me intimidating. Like, I've tried going to, like, the comic expo by myself, and it's not fun for me. I think it helps to have someone to share the experience in, but also for safety reasons. Like, conventions, like, I've been stalked before, and it's really uncomfortable, so just having, like, even my brother around as not just a barricade against that, but also just having, like, a person to retreat to. I'm like, hey, I feel kind of burnt out. Can I just, like, hang around you for a bit, you know? Oh, I'm sorry, Don. That's an awful experience. I hope they get a bigger venue soon. I know a local convention here has recently moved to a bigger venue. Although I haven't been to the bigger venue one yet. Just because it got so big. Anyway, UFO! No more convention talk. I mean, for me. I'm gonna be focusing on the game. Fish! Stay back, Agent 3! It's a trap! Figures. But we don't have a choice. Look at it. Just grab them. Hi, friends. Ah. Snurp. Look at those tentacled speakers. I'ma remix your face. I'm gonna miss the dialogue. Well, I'm actively fighting him, so you're gonna have to read yourself. Sorry. I love this music. This is what I mean. Splat 1 is the better final boss music. I'd say I should have upgraded my gun more, but it's fine. Y'all ready for this? Look, it has shutter shades. Look, look, look. At the very top of it. A detail I did not notice for a while. Oh, I'm out of ink. Ah, jeez. Should have upgraded my ink tank. Can you do that again, please? Thank you. Love me a good tennis boss. Slimy little hipster! You take that back. I'm not a hipster. I've never been cool. Watch out, Agent 3. He's packing a mean laser. Oh, the killer whale. Ooh, excuse me. Which Mr. Grizz also uses, actually. Yes, that will obliterate you instantly. That's how it used to be back in the day, and by golly, we liked it that way, I think. Yeah, I gotta make sure not to get too close. You can kind of see there's a barricade and an invisible wall here. I remember dying on this fight because I would unknowingly get too close to the invisible wall and, like, knock myself off. Oop. This is the battle that outlawed that weapon. I hope you can hear the music well, incidentally. I like that you can hear the bum 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 motif in it. What am I peeping? This. Didn't shoot it back. Boo. Speedrun ruined. You can definitely hear the music. Excellent. There we go. Yeah, me too. DJ Octavia, me too. You can't handle my spicy wasabi beats! Oh, it's on! He's got something up his sleeve, Agent 3. I think this is where I would get punted off. Oop. I think I would try to climb up there and then get punted off. I don't know, let's find out. Ooh. Whoa. So much going on now. I need you to punch. Here. Oh. Excuse me. Do this thing. Excellent. Okay, I gotta make sure I don't get too close that I get punted off by the wall. Phew. You're about to get matched up! I love his dialogue. In the Japanese release, he just kind of has sort of generic villain dialogue. Same with the European, like the PAL release. It's only in the... well, it's only in the North American version that DJ Octavio talks like this. Which, I don't know about you, but I think was a fantastic choice. I mean, if you're gonna have a hammy octopus DJ wearing a samurai helmet and scratching beats with wasabi roots, like, why wouldn't he talk like that, you know? I also think it makes it the fact that he's probably about cuttlefish's aging funnier. Do you even know who you're messing with? Oh, who are you again? Way to be, Agent 3! Blast those Octorpedoes. I blasted most of them, it's fine. I feel this pang of terror whenever I jump across a gap. Just because I'm thinking about my wacky Joy-Cons, which I'm not using, obviously, it's the Wii U, but like even the other day I was on Maki Maki Resort, and my Joy-Con was having some issues, and I wound up jumping into the ocean more than once, because like I tried to jump a gap, and it didn't work. What happened in Salmon Run, too, tried to jump a gap, and my my B button did not respond. Doesn't happen very often, thankfully, but it's enough to be irritating. I think this is where I fall off, thinking about it. Let's see. See if I can get his Fists of Justice one more time. Okay, there we go. Let's press forward. Give me the Fists of Justice! It's time to drop the sea base! I don't know if he's saying bass or bass. It could go either way. It's time to duel. Man, there's so much going on. How dare you! What's this? Where are my beats? Agent 3, can you hear our song? Radio override activated. Huh? That heavenly melody! It's the one and only Squid Sisters! Don't you ever worry your granddaughters like that again! Agent 3, take care of Gramps for us, okay? Final push! Charge! As they say, sometimes the best offense is running for your life. Look at him go. You can actually see the back of his helmet as he dances. Let's go. if I want the bubbler. Bubbler feels like a liability sometimes, because you can still get pushed back while using it. In fact, a viable strategy in the first Splat, and what has happened to me many times while using the bubbler, is that someone just shoots you repeatedly while you have the shield up and you get punted off the stage. It's very funny when it happens. I feel like grabbing that was a waste. I think I'm already at max armor. Oh well. I like this final boss not just for the music and presentation, but I think it's a good way to sort of test all of the skills that you've picked up in the single-player campaign. Yeah, dodging all of this. Just a little farther, Agent 3! I'ma dump stomp you into oblivion! I bet. Okay, I really hope the knockback from this does not push me off the stage. I'm gonna be very disappointed. Now, finish him! Yay! Oh no! So sad. Crossfade to black. Yay! Guts. Blood. Wasabi. Sheldon, get out of here. I don't care about your shop. Okay, it's late, but we've got a midnight news flash. Wait, what's going on? What time is it? The Great Zapfish is back on Incopola's tower. Whoa, for serious? That's a shocker. Marie, is that a bad joke? Because it's you know. Where was it anyway? Well, I guess we'll never know. Well, hey, at least it's back now. Yeah! Let's rock! At this hour? Why not? And now you know why sometimes I don't bring out the VTuber avatar for games that involve a lot of voice acting, because it just feels awkward. You can see me making faces. I love the art. I love it. The goggles. I'm gonna paint all of this so you can appreciate the cute doodles. Is the new season starting tomorrow? It took them so long to give the Squid Sisters another song. It doesn't sound like all their other songs. I like that smug off-model Marie up there. Popsicle. Six PM is the update, but the season starts on the 1st. I guess we're pretty close to the end of the month, huh? It's just weird to think about. I can see that issue with 3's final boss not feeling in control. The last bit is definitely tricky to steer, but just the music felt so hype. It made me think of Sonic Adventure 2. Oh, look at them! Friends! I want the Splatoon art book so bad. Whales. Look at the teacup ride. Friends. Wonderful. I wonder if there's statistics anywhere. I think I've pondered this before. If there's statistics anywhere that mention, like in Splatoon 3, how many people played as the girl Inkling versus the boy Inkling? Because I feel like in Splat 1, most people played as the girl regardless of their actual gender, just because, I mean, the twin tails, it's the better design of the two. But I think now that there's less gender distinction, and now hairstyles and all that aren't locked, it's probably a much broader melange. Made it so that when one player begins matchmaking and members have gathered but there is a communication error, matchmaking is automatically reattempted once instead of being suspended as a result of the error. Thank God. I'm actually gonna go back to Octo Valley. Like, oh, only a year later. Come on. Agent 3, I've been waiting for you. Thanks to you, peace has returned to Inkopolis. Not that anyone besides me will be thanking you for it. But that's the hero's way. The path we walk is a lonely one. Oh, this guy? This is none other than DJ Octavio himself. I figured I'd let him rest here for a while. He's been through a lot. I'ma get you, cuttlefish! Isn't he cute? You know, bucko, that gleam in your eye is even stronger now. You have my eternal gratitude. Ahoy! What's this? It's probably nothing. I think that lets you review the credits, but it's just kind of ominous that just an obelisk appears out of nowhere. Yeah, we don't need to do that again. It's probably nothing. It's probably not like an omen from on high. Do you think 2001 A Space Odyssey has survived in some way? To the Splatoon universe? Trapped in a snow globe for squid crimes. Trying to get a better look at him, but the camera keeps zooming in. No, I want to see the back of your head. Fine, whatever. Back in the day, I was the best battler Inkopolis had ever seen. There be a storm a-brewing. I can feel it in me cuddles. Is that a thing? The cuddles? Like this stash of Zapfish dolls with hats. I guess Cuttlefish needs a hobby. I'm kind of sad about this setup. I don't know why. The monolith actually is what caused the squids to evolve. Okay, so before I wrap it up, let's go back to the amiibo and scan my other amiibo. Hey there, want to try out some of my challenges? No. Goodbye. Go back to the void from whence you came. There we go. Sup, playa? Thanks a ton for calling me up. Yeah, the boy amiibo talks like that. Yes, his name is Gerald. It's a long story. I heard you've been making waves around the city. And I've got an inkling that you're the type of inkling who's up for a challenge. Want to give one of my roller challenges a go? I heard you've been doing work in Octo Valley. Wearing that crazy getup, wrecking Octo Bros and junk. That's when I knew for sure that you've got what it takes to try my challenges. All you gotta do is beat those same missions using a roller weapon. So, are you game? I've got some dope rewards lined up if you can pull it off. Wanna rock this challenge? Can I have Clementine back? Let's not do these again because we did them. Let's move ahead. I don't want to do gushers. I hate gushers. Eh. Oh, I guess they're flutters, not gushers. Whatever. Fine. If you beat this one, I'll give you a reward. You in? Yeah, Gerald. I should be Tim. How many people out there you think have a Splatoon amiibo named Splat Tim? Oh man, I can't. I can only flick horizontally. That's weird. It feels so weird. I remember whenever Flounder Heights was in rotation, I wouldn't want to use a roller. Because trying to climb the walls with a roller was such a pain. Not having an easy way to ink vertical surfaces. It is a fast roller. I think it's partially... I don't know if the upgrades I have affect it. I don't remember if this is the normal roller flick speed in Splat 1's Turf or not. Love to try Turf, but just could not get the internet working, which is really sad. I wanted to see what the servers are like in this day and age. I've been using rollers a lot lately in Splat 3, actually. I think just it's slightly easier on my hands. And I don't know, lately I've just been in a squish mode lately. Repeating myself. You only use rollers when you're forced in salmon run, so obviously you've never used them in this game. You should use rollers. I think there's something very satisfying about squishing someone. Like, just give it a try one of these days. I know back in the ye old days of Splat 1, I tend to only stick with the weapons that I was confident I could do decent with, like the arrow spray. But once I started branching out and trying all sorts of different weapon types, I had a lot more fun. And I feel like, especially now that salmon run's a thing, it's convenience, it's handy, having at least like a baseline degree of skill with every weapon type. So no matter what you get saddled with, you know how to make it work to the best of your ability. There's no anti-cheat, so it's not a difficult guess. Yeah, it'd be fun to at least get some of the weird hacking on stream. Like, what are they gonna do? Ban my Wii U from the internet? For being in the same lobby as them? Noise. Oh, snap. You rocked that challenge. Here's your loot. How do you do, fellow squids? Gerald is actually like 47. He just looks really good for his age. He moisturizes. Though I guess if you're an inkling, you can't help but moisturize. I think you kind of die if you don't moisturize. But, moisturize in ink. Don't moisturize in water. Swish. Oh, have a good one, Belle. Thank you so much for updating Octomori. I really appreciate it. Maybe I should see how I'm feeling this weekend and see if, like, streaming a little big run is in the cards. I'll see. It's hard to tell with Saturday streams, just because they're not things I normally do, but also I have to make sure I'm not too burnt out from the week. It has been, I was gonna say it's been a week. It's only Tuesday, but it's been a week already. That is the kind of week it's been. Man, I haven't even gotten to work anymore. I worked on any more Persona 5 this week. I've been too tired. I got home from work today, like at around 1, and I crashed. I slept until almost 5. Which I hate doing. I hate doing it. Wasting my time off instead of doing something useful. I was just so tired. It's really hot here again today, so You know, sleeping. Remember sleeping? Sure would love to sleep. Luce, hello! How are you? I hope your family member's doing better. I don't want to cry, but I hope everything is well in the house of Luce. I know rest is useful, but it's just, you know, it's the conditioning of our capitalistic society. When you're not being productive, you feel like you're being bad somehow. Like, even though I would never hold anyone else to those standards. I think maybe it's not even that I'm frustrated at not being productive, per se. It just rankles me that, you know, I want to use my not work time on things I enjoy, or like, I really want to do more stream assets, like emotes and stuff, but I'm just so tired that it's hard to do. Even like, I draw every day, but I feel like a lot of it just isn't of substance, because it's hard to hold an idea in my head when I'm exhausted. And just like, oh, there's art I want to make happen, but I just can't do it right now, and it just drives me crazy. Mori, can you stop face tanking everything? No. Your friend's stream's starting at 10 p.m. on Saturday, so your sleep schedule may get totally wonky. Oops, that's on me. Dora, have you streamed at all recently? I liked your streams. It's nice to chill and then watch somebody else deal with Donkey Kong 64. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, what have I done? Oh, not since your hard drive died. That's completely understandable. You're sick too? Oh no! Oh no, Luce, get well soon. I'm sending you good vibes, good wishes. I was gonna say catnip, but maybe don't do catnip if you're sick. Don't do the nip. Okay, I'm gonna try not to fall down right near the edge of the level. Wouldn't that be funny? Wow, Mari, you died right at the end. Do it again. I want to just jump for it, but if they shoot me while I'm in midair, I'm not gonna make it. And that would be bad. No, sir. I really wish I had the vertical flick. Ugh. There we go. Oh man, I'm sorry, Andorra. Oh. That's what I'm fearful about this computer, is it just breaking on me. Like, I've had to transfer computers and all my streaming stuff a couple times in the past now, and it's just such a hassle setting everything up again. Oops. One more, and then I'm gonna call it an evening, because I should be responsible and go to bed. Gotta leave for work at 5:20 in the morning again. Woohoo. It's not even the funny time. It's an hour too late for the funny time. Oh, there's the key I want. Excuse me. Thank you. I mean, hindsight is 20/20 and all. I should back up my stuff more regularly too. Just, it's one of those things that I want to do and then I forget about, and then I kick myself for not doing it. But it's like, you know, again, out of sight, out of mind. I get distracted and then I don't think about it. And then problems. But I guess that's on me. I don't really need these power eggs. I don't know why I'm going out of my way for them. It's just, you see a crate, you want to break it, you know? Years of video game conditioning. Oh yeah, reconfiguring the sound in OBS. I mean, as you may or may not have noticed, I go crazy. My volume isn't good. As I mentioned, like, going back to older streams and being like, oh man, my sound volume is not good at all. Like, my balance isn't good. Horrifying to me. Like, I'm a small streamer. I don't advertise. I don't have big reach. So it probably sounds very presumptuous of me to say, like, here's my advice as a streamer. But here's my advice as a streamer. I think one of the biggest things that I've noticed would put me off of someone's stream is if their audio quality is not at all good. Like, especially if I can't hear them at all. Or, like, it's just really, like, it's unpleasant to listen to. I don't think you need really expensive tech to make it work. It's just things like making sure, not even just, like, from a technical perspective, but making sure you're not, you know, like, mumbling all your words. I know I do that sometimes, so. Hot kettle. Oh, you used your laptop's mic, and now you have a new one. Ooh. I mean, you don't have to test your microphone live, yeah? You could use a program and record it, see what you sound like. You have no memory of how you set your stuff up. If your computer ever breaks, you would be like a lost newborn babe. Yeah, same. Hopefully not that bad, but I've been there before. Oh snap, you rocked that challenge. Here's your loot. Thanks, Gerald. Alright, I have to do this. Require listening to your voice, which is a no-go. Oh. But I get it. It's really, I feel like it's a universal thing that people don't like the sound of your own voice, because you hear your internal voice all the time, and then when you hear it recorded, it lacks that natural richness that you experience when you hear it in your head. So you think, oh, I sound so whiny and nasally and weird, you know? I don't sound nearly as pleasant as I thought I did. So I know for me, it's taken me a long time to get sort of comfortable with the way my voice sounds. But you gotta rip that band-aid off, I suppose. Oh, I could have done that better. This is not, like, the best tool for, inking large swaths of turf, you may have noticed. I could do maybe the horizontal flick. There we go. At least it's powerful. Oh, thought I could skip. I can't skip. Oh, yes I can. The prompt to do it is just hidden by my head. Too late. It's the minus button. I wonder if there's a filter like that out there that makes your voice sound more akin to what it does in your head. Like, it adds that layer of richness that you hear when it reverberates inside your own skull. Oh no, your computer's setting the mic volume to 100. Oh no. I try... Why don't I skip this? I try and look on OBS and, like, I can see the levels between my microphone and, like, my capture device and all that. So I try to go off that, but even then I feel like I'm caught off guard with how, like, oh, this doesn't sound at all like I want it to. It's not balanced at all. Someday I'm gonna get a real good microphone. Just to wait. Put money. Maybe if I got myself, like, a really good job. One of those fancy jobs. You have to dress nice. I will be the one in a nice outfit ordering coffee. But I would still be very nice and tip very well. Investing in my future voice acting career. Please hire me. Like a boss. That was hype. This is all yours, player. Please stop. Stop, Gerald. Just stop. I think it is funnier to me that he has a name like Gerald and he talks like that. Gerald from the streets. Hype. He probably says stuff like, let's go! And, epic, and I don't know, man. What else do, like, super online Twitch gamer bros say? I don't know. I can't even watch that stuff as a joke because I just take psychic damage. Ooh, squid jump. Oh, but it's on the gamepad. Man, you can't see it, but it's really sad you can't see squid jump. But this, I'm gonna just exit out of it because there's no point. You can't see it. But used to be back in Splat 1 you could play squid jump between matches. It's on the gamepad. I can't share it. Oh man, Squid Jump though. The memories. Is there anywhere else here I can show off, even though I can't go online? It's a shame Grizzco doesn't exist yet. There are no bears. There's the shoal. There's Callie and Marie. We can stare at them. I should have stared at them beforehand, actually, because if you stare at them before beating single player, they just kind of give you a look, and they're like, oh, it's a fan. Hi, I guess. But here they actually wave at you favorably, because like, oh, you helped beat DJ Octavio and say the great Zapfish. We're friends now! But I'm a little sad I didn't get their side eye, like, oh, there's a weirdo staring at us. Yeah. Sorry, it's the Battle Dojo, it's not the shoal. Sorry, I forgot. The shoal is Splat 2. Well, I guess I could talk to Spike. Observe the cool dancing that I'm just, like, third-wheeling. Oh, yeah. I like this, like, jellyfish hanger-on. He's, like, so happy to be dancing with them. What's this rubbish, then? You're offline. Get on the internet if you want me to take you seriously, mate. Oh. Whatever. Fine. A streamer you watch was required by his sponsor to show off some other stream. It was a bunch of super young online people, and it made your brain hurt, like, really loud. And again, I'm not saying this in a disparaging way, because I think that kind of content is totally valid and viable too. It's not my thing personally. But I've definitely seen streams where it's just like, you know, hey, it's loud, there's like alerts all the time. Like I've mentioned before, I say it on my stream page too, I don't call out subs or follows. And partially it's because I don't want people to feel that's an incentive to follow. Like, I want them to say my name. But also just because I find it's distracting for me personally. And again, I don't fault people for doing it. And I know some people really like that feedback. They really like acknowledging the community. But for me, I like to focus on the game. I like my chill hangout vibe, you know? Really loud at 100% always. I don't know how people can do that. Like, I mean, you've heard me. You've heard how soft-spoken I am. Can I at least change my gear before I end this, so I'm not like... God, I'm so pale. Like, even by Splatoon standards, just the way the skin was rendered in this game, it's like goth, pasty. Wear a little hair clip. Wonderful. Freak of nature. I like how it clips into the side of my hair. Man, I miss the Octoling gear that you could get in Splatoon 2 with, like, the tall-heeled boots. I thought they looked really cool. You'd probably break your ankle running in them, but, you know. Anyway, I need to get to bed. Kid squid or vampire? A vampire squid, clearly. Which is a thing. Fry might actually be a vampire squid, going by, like, her long ears and her pointy fangs. But I don't know, that's... Only the Splatoon lore makers can tell you that. But thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for Splatoon. It's nice to show off this old game, even if I couldn't do Turf, disappointingly. So Friday will probably be the finale of Wind Waker, and then I don't know. I need to think about it. So we'll see whatever I'm in the mood for. I mean, if there's things people really want to see too, let me know and I can take it into consideration. But really, I think next Tuesday is going to be like whatever hits me, and I think, yeah, I want to play that. So I guess you'll have to wait and see, huh? In the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, take care, and I will catch you next time. Good night!